Welcome to a realm where the veil between the living and the dead is thin. Join us as we delve into a compilation of bone-chilling, paranormal and ghostly sightings, capturing moments that will both terrify and intrigue you. This boy is so unaware of the ghostly figure that follows him around, but it doesn't seem like the creature, unguarded, appears when he is doing a video and is caught on camera.
Creepy Video 372. The King Horror.
Waktu menunjukkan pukul 5 pagi, masih on fire, masih semangat. Hari ini kita syuting uang kaget. Sudah dengan konsep baru, nanti ada gabung sama program apa.
We've explored time and time again the possibility of little kids seeing ghosts. This kid gives fine details of her imaginary friend that could only be possible if the friend was a ghost.
Can little kids see ghosts?
So what's your friend's name?
Amelia.
Amelia.
Yeah. She died a minute ago, Mommy.
She died?
Yeah, she died a minute ago.
And where do you see her?
She was behind that bush.
Behind, in the garden?
Yeah, she was there. I can't see her. She got funny hair.
She's got funny hair.
Yeah.
And her name's Amelia.
Yeah, me.
And what happened to her?
She just hurt herself on her arm.
Hmm.
And she died of her arm in the bush. She scanned her. She scanned herself,
Mm.
and there was a bee in her arm, and it scanned her, and she cried.
And did you say that she's got silly hair, crazy hair?
Yeah, crazy hair. Look at her hair.
I can't see her, darling. Can you?
Yes. She got funny legs.
Is she your friend?
Yeah, she's my friend. She died a minute ago.
She died, did she?
Yeah, she died a minute ago.
She's gonna be a ghost in our garden.
No, she's not ghosts. She's a people.
She's a person. And what's her name again?
No, she's not person.
What's her name?
She's a people.
Mm-hmm. What's her name?
She's Amelia. And
Amelia.
she died a minute ago.
And she died.
Yes, she died a minute.
There have been several sightings of Michael Jackson's ghost since he died in 2009. This is one of the earliest and most vivid sightings.
Did the King of Pop show up on a CNN broadcast after his death in 2009? Some footage from Indiana Outback on YouTube suggests the answer is yes. The sighting happened during a tour of Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch in Santa Barbara County, California, that aired on CNN's Larry King Live program back in 2009. The sighting is very fleeting. It occurs while the host is touring the bathroom in the home's bedroom suite from roughly 4 minutes 45 to 4 minutes 47. However, it isn't until close to the end of the 6-minute video that we catch a glimpse of a shape that has an eerie similarity to the silhouette of Michael Jackson. What's notable about the figure in question is that the posture witnessed here does seem quite reminiscent of the way Jackson was commonly seen walking onto the stage, with his head tilted down with his shoulders hanging over just slightly. We can see the shadow pass over a wall located down the hall from where Larry King's crew is filming. It appears to pass by one of the home's large fireplaces before vanishing. What's worth noting is that we never actually see a person pass by the same fireplace. That does help to rule out the idea that the shadow belongs to a crew member or visitor of the house. It's not your mind playing tricks on you if you swear you've seen this clip of the alleged ghost of Michael Jackson on here before. We've actually discussed and dissected this clip when talking about the wildest ghosts caught on live TV in the past. However, this creepy clip is just so iconic that it's worth taking a look at again.
Some ghosts are vengeful, while some are just playful and would do anything to get a rise out of human beings.
Some ghosts just want to have fun and tease the living. In a security video from the Bawtry Hill supermarket in Irvine, Scotland, something seems to move a crate from under a store employee as she's attempting to step up onto it to stock some shelves. Instead of her foot landing on the step, she misses it and falls against a stack of store merchandise, knocking over a few cans on the shelf. A nearby co-worker witnesses the incident and continues stocking shelves. He doesn't even move in to help her. If you slow the footage down, you can see a clear gap between the employee's shoe and the crate. The crate moves before she steps onto it. According to the shop's owner, the ghost's name is Stacy, and she plays pranks on the staff when anyone annoys her. The store shared the footage on Facebook and wrote, "When Elise, our employee, annoys Stacy, our resident ghost Stacy moves the crate to teach Elise a lesson. Don't be flirting with her man in the store." The store didn't elaborate on who Elise was flirting with, but Stacy's jealousy should have anyone looking over their shoulder. The store confirmed that Elise was okay, with the only damage being a sore ego. She does appear to have been stunned in the recording, and it takes her a few minutes to get back up. Viewers might have to watch the video a few times to see Stacy move the crate, but the crate clearly moves with a ghostly push. Love to get your thoughts on this fascinating piece of footage in the comments section below.
What was a simple cute photo of a baby ended up being something eerie and evidence that ghosts actually live in this house.
Posted by Reddit user Opal192, the figure captured in this photo is highly unusual and truly unique. What was supposed to be a simple photograph of a baby seemingly reveals itself to be evidence of a haunted house. The baby takes up most of the screen, but you can see a dark and obscured figure in the background. The person who took the photo is certain there was no one there in the background when it was taken, yet, clear as day, there appears to be someone there. The figure looks to be shrouded in a robe of some kind. Their face is pale and bloated, with a dark mouth slightly agape. It almost feels like the presence is reaching out towards the child in the foreground. Opal192 wanted to get to the bottom of this strange photo, so they brought it to a local historian. Initially, the expert was bemused by the image, saying that the figure looked like that of a crusader. They noted the strange attire, likening it to a suit of armour that would often be worn by soldiers of the Crusade era. Adding to the credibility of this theory, the home was apparently built on the former site of the town's gallows. This isn't the first strange incident to occur in Opal192's home, with odd sounds and visions of ghosts taking place. They seem confident that the figure captured in this photograph has long been the source of the ghostly woes in their family home.
What do you think could be responsible for hoisting this boy's legs up and trying to drag him out? Seems highly unlikely that it would be a human, right?
In this piece of creepy footage, two men are sleeping. They seem somewhat restless and are shifting their arms and legs around. Since sleep is a time for the brain to relax, some experts have suggested that humans may be able to sense paranormal activity more easily in this state. 50 seconds into the recording, the dorm room door opens up. It appears to open on its own because there's no one there. 20 seconds later, something barely visible enters the room. Viewers may notice a slight shift in the image. After a few more seconds pass, the legs of the man who is closest to the camera start to lift. The initial lift doesn't wake him up. He starts to stir awake as he's yanked toward the end of the bed, with his legs being pulled up into the dorm room's ceiling. As his legs are being lifted high enough for him to almost be in a headstand, the man realizes that he's being hoisted up and starts to fight whatever it is that's pulling him along. The spirit almost succeeds in pulling him entirely off the bed, but at the last moment it releases him. The boy sits up and looks towards the open door. He seems confused as he searches for whatever it was that lifted him up. He then gets up and walks out into the hallway, likely searching for a human culprit. However, it seems it was something more sinister that disturbed his rest.
This man takes a photo of himself and his son, but soon realizes that they were not the only ones interested in having their photo taken, and he gets evidence that paranormal activities live with them.
Posted to Reddit by user Travio4, this is definitely an unsettling photo. Travio4 was taking a picture of his wife and son on his son's first day of school. However, upon reviewing the photo, a mysterious dark figure is seen obscuring both of them. This figure has overtaken most of the space in the photograph. It's clear it's quite tall and seemingly outfitted in a long dark garment. It immediately brings to mind imagery of the Grim Reaper. What's more, the figure looks as though it's been captured while moving. Some viewers have suggested it might simply be a glitch in the camera, while others firmly believe it's some kind of dark presence hanging over the family. Some have even likened it to a shadow person, a supernatural entity thought to exist only in our periphery. Sometimes these shadowy forms can show up on camera. Either way, the dark and obscured figure is certainly unsettling. In fact, the uploader found it to be so upsetting, he couldn't bring himself to show his family evidence of the potential spirit living among them. If you took a scary photo of your family, would you share it or hide it away for their own benefit? Let me know what you'd do in the comments section below.
This man records everything that goes on in the lives of his family since they just moved into their new house, and in their hunt for an adventure, they find something sinister in a closed-off safe.
Live Each Day is a vlogger on YouTube who captures the daily happenings of his busy family. He recently moved into this house with his wife and 2 children.
Why do you always do this?
However, shortly after moving, they discovered a strange locked safe embedded into the floor of one of the rooms.
Lift the carpet, you find out it's a false floor, and then there's the safe.
After trying to crack the code to the safe for some time, the family eventually resorted to blowing the lock off with explosives.
Dig it out of the floor.
Sadly, no jewels or cash were left. Instead, it was an old VHS cassette tape and a floppy disk. On the outside of the floppy disk, it read --X.
Or something, I don't know what that says right there across sands.
Since both VHS and floppy disks are almost obsolete, it took some time to be able to locate the equipment they needed to watch and view the treasure that they had discovered. The VHS seemed to be security footage. There's a baseball visible in the background.
See what happens, you ready? Nothing. More nothing.
At about the half-hour mark, there's a noise heard on the video as a light is turned on.
The light just turned on. There's still something happening.
Then, the baseball looks like it's suddenly sucked up into the air. There's no other motion or activity found on the video cassette. On the floppy disk, Live Each Day found what looked to be a journal page containing a message from the previous owner. The video had apparently been taped out in the shed. And, according to the message, the baseball belonged to something named Arthur. I say something because no person was ever seen. The previous owner just assumed it must have been a boy. According to the journal page, Arthur was not a friendly ghost, and the video and disc should not have been removed from the safe. The videotape apparently held Arthur trapped on the video. It's unclear how or why. Needless to say, Live Each Day returned the VHS tape and floppy disk to the safe as quickly as he could. The question is, while viewing the VHS, did this young family release Arthur back into their home?
We hope these glimpses into the realm of the paranormal have left you captivated and curious. Remember, the truth is out there, waiting to be discovered. Stay fearless, stay inquisitive, and never stop exploring the unexplained.